Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. Today, I'm going to finish up that wiring I started yesterday up in the attic. So, yesterday I finished up all the framing. I got the drywall cleaning in and I put the boxes on that east wall and got all of that wired. The thermostat up there is wired and that single circuit right there is wired. Now, what I gotta do on this circuit here, all I gotta do is get a wire from box to box to box, and then I can stop right there. Same thing on this wall, because we're going to be stopping right in here somewhere. Probably have to do it right here because we have to remove this old cupola. There used to be one of them turbines up there for ventilation, and when I took that out, I put a board over the top of it, and that has leaked a little bit, not enough to get onto the floor, but we can't leave it like that. That has to go completely, and we're going to have to reshingle at least this top part here. But anyways, what we're going to do is get all the wiring for that half done, including the lights, and then what we'll do is start insulating back there and work our way all the way to here, and then I'll have to take this wall out, reframe this wall, and at that point, because all these wires are going to have to go through the wall, at that point I'll wire through the wall and then down where the box goes, right on the wall down there. Yeah, this is going to be really complicated. Once we get this wall out, we have to cut drywall outside, pass it up through this opening. I'm guessing we'll pull the gator up here and put a ladder up against the building and somehow get it up that way. It shouldn't be too hard, but then once we get it in here, we're going to have like 2 people lift it up against the ceiling, and yeah, we're going to have all of them screw locations marked and everything so it's easier. It's going to be quite difficult, but today we don't have that big of a task. So what I'm going to do, well, I got to clean up too. It's a mess from yesterday, but I'll get this side and this side wired and get all of these up. And with these, I mentioned yesterday that the only thing that goes up is the transformer. Oh no, I can't get it apart. There we go. This will go up onto the cross tie there, and yeah, I have to locate it so that I can find that. Once the drywall's up, I'm going to have to fish this out and make the connection. Yeah, that should be kind of interesting as well. But as for the wiring, I'll be wiring through this top hole here and up and across all 4 of them, and then the final one will come down and go right over there somewhere. Again, I need to go through the wall to get the final wiring done. Okay, got a new bag of staples. Oh, and I have to bundle up all my wires, take some zip ties and bundle those neatly, and then I'll work my way this way with the bundles as I do these outlets here. You'll see what I mean in just a second. I got my days mixed up. I thought Natalie was coming today, but that's tomorrow. Okay, with this zip tying, I start at the far end and get everything nice and bundled. Yeah, that should be good. This makes it a lot easier when you go to insulate. reason you start from the far end is that you pull slack out of the bundle along the way, and by the time you get towards the box, you'll have a bunch of extra wire that was smoothed out of it. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my zip tie tool along with me. I have a tool that snugs this stuff up really nice and tight. The light is pretty bad up here today. It's very overcast. We're supposed to get a huge storm today with potential tornadoes. And even without the tornadoes, we're supposed to get up to 75-mile-an-hour winds. So, big storm coming today. This little barn has lasted through zillions of them. Okay, I have everything wired that I can get wired except for the lights. I'm going to do that as soon as I have lunch. And again, these loose wires, one's for the heater and one is that east wall circuit. But these two side walls, they're just wired to the endmost box. Once I get this wall framed in, I'll wire over to these and then right down through the floor to where the service entrance panel will be down there. Good, good, good. And I have the smoke alarm to do as well, but that can wait till later as well. Just the lights left today. Oh, and we have a tornado watch. My wife just came out here to notify me. And it is dead calm right now, which is not a good sign. So I'm going to have to hurry up and have lunch and get back out here and finish this wiring. These boxes, oh, I guess this is for if you're replacing an old light, but I'll have to cut these plugs off. I wish I had some of these. I could wire these on, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll have to cut these off, and when I come back, I'll have to bring 4 Romex clamps. Okay, let's hurry this up and get out of here before the tornado. Okay, I'm back from lunch, and I have the first one wired up, and I don't know. I just don't get these things. I don't know why they're manufactured this way. They have the keyhole slot so that this side would be up, but why? You're going to attach this to something, and then this has to go through a hole that would be down this way, you know, and this is on the wrong side. It's like everything is backwards, and I can't see any reason for it. I mean, if you have a keyhole slot, either this side is up or this side is up, and it would be backwards from the way it should be. The ground wire should be attached either in the middle or down here, not where the wire has to come in. As far as I can see, it has to go like that. Pretty much anywhere you're going to be putting these in the ceiling, you'll have a joist going across. You got to screw it to the joist and then have this tiny little stub wire available to go down through the drywall. Yeah, if somebody can explain why this is designed like this, please let me know. But as far as I can see, this is bass-ackwards. Okay. The first one is relatively easy because it only has the 2 wires coming in. The rest of them all have, well, they have 2 of these Romex wires coming in. And, well, actually this doesn't have 2, it has 3 wires coming in, and the rest of them have 6, which is pretty tight for this tiny little box, but I've done this before with a different brand. I believe it was Lithonia, and this brand is Feet Electric. I'm gonna guess that's a Chinese brand. Yeah, that makes no sense, but this is what my daughter wanted. All right. Now this one, I can just pull out enough wire, hook it over the top, and screw it onto that last cross tie or collar tie. Then I have to cut the wire, and everything has to be done in the box, which kind of sucks. All right, let's get going. Oh yeah, and the weather. I checked the weather when I was in the house, and at 4 o'clock we're supposed to be getting severe thunderstorms, and there's a tornado watch. So hopefully we can get done before that. All right, I have 2 of these transformers in, and I have my mark for the next one. I'm going to show you one of them completely. First, take one of the transformers, open it up, get rid of the screws. These wires are extra long, so we'll cut about 1 inch of them off. Then we'll take our stripper, and these are stranded and they're going to be connected to solid wires, so I'm going to take a good inch off of these. Twist them. A little more. The neutral. All right. Take out the knockout. These are box connectors that I took out from downstairs. Put that in there sideways. Okay, now this wire is going to be about like that. Get about 4 inches or so because the box is so tiny. Peeling about 5 inches of the wire. By code they're supposed to have 6, but that's just not happening in this tiny little box. Do the same on this. Feed this one over. And then shove both of these through this Romex clamp, which I should have opened further. Tighten these up. And then I'm going to line up my wire with my mark and give it a little bit of room. I'm probably not even showing this. Got this joist in the way, sorry about that. And then I can't put the second screw in until I get this wired, and I'm going to have to move stuff, otherwise you won't be able to see. And this part here is just like normal. I always start with the grounds, get that way in the back of the box. So move all the other wires out of the way. And find my lineman's pliers. There it is. Yeah, I'm not sure how much of this you're going to be able to see. I have this collar tie that's in the way. It is very difficult working up here. Very nice and tight. And then jam that into the back. And then we'll go with the neutrals. All right, and there you have it. Pretty tight. Now that I have it filled like that, I could put the last screw in. And then I'm stapling the Romex to the next cross tie there. And then we have one more box. Then the wire has to just go over there. And that's it for that roll. That is going to go through the wall to a switch over in here somewhere. And then from the switch, it's going to go back over to the box over there. Yeah, lots of stuff is going to have to wait until we get this last wall in right here. You can hear that thumping sound is the plastic going back and forth. All right, we have all of the lights in, and hopefully that's going to be enough wire there to go through the new wall once we put it in and over to the switch. May have to put the switch on this side, but I think it'll reach. All right. Got the heater wired up. Well, we have the wire for the heater. That's actually going to go through an opening over here once we get to wiring it. But it's going to stay there until we do the drywall. And thermostat. One circuit here, one circuit here, one circuit here. And we still got to do that smoke alarm. The smoke alarm's a little bit different. You got to wire the power to it and then connect all of your different smoke alarms with 3-wire, which is kind of a hassle. So from here, we're going to have a 3-wire going down over to the smoke alarm that's going to be in here, and then from there to the next building and beyond that building at some point. So it's about 10 to 4, and the bad weather is supposed to start at 4. At least that was the forecast when I was in there having lunch. So I'm going to wrap this up, go walk the dogs, and get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow, like I said, Natalie's going to be here. She's going to be doing the insulation, and I'm going to be helping her. We got to get all this stuff out of here and a bunch of other stuff to do down there, get it all cleaned up. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.